I'm Sergeant 12XU, and I'm headed to Death Valley, California with my dad to do a 3-day overland adventure through the park, so stick around. We pushed hard the night before to make it to our first night's campsite, which is a remote patch on top of Hunter Mountain. It was a little bit of a leap of faith since neither of us knew what we were in for. I had planned the trip routes and was relying on my Gaia GPS app and Google Maps to get us there. Both of us were pretty tired. We'd spent hundreds of miles in about 8 hours in rough terrain. We both hit the rack and wondered what we'd find around us when the sun came up. The next morning, we woke up and we were greeted by an expansive view, one for the ages. High atop our mountain perch, we could see the racetrack playa way off in the distance. A campsite gamble had paid off. After eating some breakfast while soaking in the view, we refueled and broke camp. We headed down the mountain and took in the spectacular scenery we had missed under cover of darkness the night before. Stopped at Tea Kettle Junction and broke out some chairs and made some lunch. A group of European tourists on rental motorcycles arrived, and they took some pictures as we sat there and watched. This place can make you feel pretty small sometimes. Just looking around, it's really an amazing area. Next stop was Yuba Crater. Arrived at Yuba Crater and were surprised at how similar the environment was to Hawaii. There were a lot of black cinder rocks everywhere. The landscape was very lunar looking at times. After my dad and I marveled at the crater, I aired up the tires back to 40 psi and we hit the pavement towards Stovepipe Wells. We stopped at the Stovepipe Wells gas station and general store. While I filled up the rig and external fuel caddy, my dad grabbed some bags of ice from the store. They only have 87 octane at the pumps, so set your expectations accordingly. After leaving Stovepipe Wells, we set our course for the next campsite. We made great time on the pavement, which was a welcome relief in contrast to the day before spent on dirt and rocks. After a scenic drive, we reached our turnoff and headed up the hill to a campsite. A fellow Overland bound member had recommended we stay there for the night. It was an old abandoned cabin area overlooking the valley below. Nothing was left of the cabin except for a stone fireplace and some stone walls. Walked around the area and located a perfectly level concrete slab nearby. After trying to level the rig among the rocks, I took the easy way and relocated to the slab. We unloaded the rig and set up the cook station as the sun was fading behind the hills. The yellow and orange glow from the setting sun was epic. We ate dinner as darkness consumed us. It was a great way to end our second day in Death Valley. Day 2 had been relaxing, which afforded us some time to recover from day 1. We looked over the map as we detailed the next day's adventure. Day 3 would be another ambitious day like day 1, so stand by. We weren't done yet.